Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Anticipation is mounting for today's game, and we've got two quarterbacks looking to make an impact. It's Ryan's Falcons going up against Luck's Colts. Now we'll take you out to the Georgia Dome for this matchup.
The Colts are back deep, waiting for the kick return. Matt Bosher ready to kick it away to start the game. We're underway here. Robinson's going to start his return. And they crash into him, ending the return at the 20-yard line. Overall selection of the 2012 draft by way of Stanford, quarterback Andrew Luck.
Well, we always hear that phrase, the sophomore jinx, and Andrew Luck says there's no such thing with him. With the Indianapolis Colts, we know he was the first pick of the draft in 2012. Led him again to the playoffs last year, and he was absolutely outstanding.
Almost intercepted. The Colts went out of the offseason and picked up Frank Gore, the workhorse running back for so many years out in San Francisco.
Well, you want to take some pressure off of Andrew Luck and get away from just throwing the football every single down. You go out and you get one of the best running backs in the NFL in Frank Gore.
Second down and 10. Gore's got it on the handoff. Durant in on the tackle. One player on that defense to keep an eye on today is Tyson Jackson.
Yeah, he had a tremendous year in 2014. He's just so big when you meet him or look at him, and he uses that size to his advantage and makes him a good player along the defensive line.
The Colts bring in an extra tight end for this play. 3rd and 9. And it's going to be dropped with a sack, and they're going to be punting after a short series.
We got to give that defensive front a lot of credit, man. They are pushing, they're getting after it. They know it's probably going to be a pass on 3rd down, and they get back to the quarterback and take him down.
Wants to give it a go here. Charging ahead. And they get to him at the 45. And a run back of about 16. Ryan's heading out now for his first series.
Matt Ryan knows how to throw the football in rhythm. In other words, when he drops back and it's time to let it go, he does not hesitate. Good quick release and an accurate thrower.
Freeman's lined up now as the running back behind the quarterback. Ryan gives it up. Davis is there to take him down.
Freeman's able to show everybody why he should get the football more. Good job that time, finding his way and picking up the first down.
First down here. Offense lining up here after picking up more than 30 on the previous play. Freeman's going to take the handoff now. He's tackled right at the 24. When you look for a threat on that Atlanta offense, there is Roddy White.
Roddy White has gotten better as his career has gone along. He's just refined the skills that you need at his position. He's big and strong and fast, but now he's touchdown.
That's a big way to get the momentum in your favor with that touchdown, Phil.
Yeah, nothing like it. Midway through the first quarter, you're on top of the other team, and you just feel like, hey, we got things under control, and you're putting pressure on the opposition to go out there and try to make something happen.
Falcons with an extra point try on the way. Extra point is good. The Colts are ready to return the kick. Robinson's going to test the coverage here. Gets out past the 20 and brought down at the 24. The Falcons defensive coordinator has to love the way his team has started this game, Phil.
Does he ever? He loves the way his team is playing. He loves the way this game is going. He's thinking, man, I'm a genius. I need a pay raise. But we'll see if the offense can pick things up from here on out.
The Falcons lined up in the nickel. First down at the 24. Looking across the middle. Moncrief's got it on a pass that had some heat.
Luck's job is to sell that play fake, and boy, did he do it that time. It fooled the defense, and they get to completion.
Gore lined up as the single back. First and 10. Gore slashing to the right side. Not able to get away from Jackson that time.
Gore's never able to build up that power that he has as a running back when there's nowhere to go. Hey, there's nowhere to go. That's a short game.
Second down and 6. And it's caught by T.Y. Hilton. Trufant's there to make the tackle.
This is one of those guys, when you talk about receivers, no matter what, he is always open. If the coverage is tight, don't worry. Throw it out there. He'll make a play.
This play set up by the long gainer. And the give to Frank Gore. Jackson's all over that offense and brings him down.
Got to give the defense some credit on first down. There's so many things the offense can do. They were ready for that play, and they stopped it.
Second and 12. Gore's handed the football. Picks up about 5. The Colts still driving as the second quarter gets underway. And the second quarter is underway with this snap. Hilton is tackled down.
Jim, the defense gives up the first down that time inside the red zone. But there's only so many things the offense can do. Let's see if they can hold them.
First and goal from the 9. Gore looking for a lane. Moore's the one who brings him to the ground.
The Colts, they believe in their offense. They know once they get inside the red zone, they can run or throw. That time they run the football, and it picks up some good solid yards. Great job by the offensive line.
Second and goal from the 4. They call his number once more.
Can they call a play the defense hasn't seen yet to this point today? So it's third and goal. Touchdown ties it. I can't wait to see what the offense decides to do.
Third and goal from the 1. They runs it in for the touchdown.
Well, that's really having deep belief in your offensive line. And then third and goal, your offensive line just road grades the defense out of there, and they get the touchdown running the football.
The Colts ready to boot the football down the field. He'll take it from the 1. The Colts defense, let's see where they are mentally here, Phil, after allowing a touchdown.
Well, they got to have some motivation after that last drive. It was so poor. It's about discipline. We didn't see it from their defense. So this time...
And in for the touchdown.
Anytime you see a long run for a touchdown, what you got to look for is blocking downfield. Nice job by the wide receivers and everybody hustling, making a block, and a long touchdown run.
The Falcons line up now for the point after. And the point after is good. Falcons setting up here for the kickoff. Moncrief's running this one out. And they're all over him at the 18-yard line.
The Colts now ready to take over again on offense. They were successful on their previous drive, getting the ball all the way to the end zone. I'm sure they're looking for more of the same right now.
Oh, absolutely. That's what you always want. You want to find your way to the end zone, and so many people contributed on that last drive, and you've got to give the coaches a lot of credit for putting the players in excellent position.
Gore lined up as the single back. 2nd and 10. Frank Gore with the catch. Still on his feet. Muscles through the defender.
Well, it's a great feeling, isn't it, for an offense to throw a short pass. To the running back and get a long gain. This guy is in there because he can run it, he can catch it, and he can make things happen.
Luck's now completed 4 in a row. All right, so now as we go back to the field, we've got a good game going, and an offense is trying to close the gap before halftime. Luck's back in shotgun formation. And incomplete. What a hit that time.
Good timing by the defensive player that time. He gets to the receiver just as the football is getting there and makes the hit, knocks that football loose.
The Colts will take the snap from the 35. Luck throwing it long.
In a situation like this, 3rd long, if you're the defense, catch it by surprise and blitz.
Following that incompletion, it sets up 3rd and 10. The Colts will look to get to the 45 to pick up a first down. The reception by Moncrief. He's brought down. That's going to bring up 4th down.
Nice job that time by the defense, knowing the situation. Go ahead and let the quarterback complete the pass. Just make sure you come up and make the tackle before the first down. Good job. 4th down coming up.
This punt will be returned. Spins away from the hit. Thomas is there to take him down.
The Falcons know there's 3 parts to every football game: offense, defense, and special teams. What a play for the special teams here. Good punt return, good blocking. They get it done.
Freeman's in the backfield. Single back set. Slashes to the left side. Freeman's tackled down at the 36. The Falcons approach the line, and they're going with their jumbo package. Now 1st and 10. Ryan's going to scramble. Clutch catch. He's in the clear. The 10, and he's in for the touchdown. What a play. What a run. We're approaching halftime, and with that touchdown, they have a little extra breathing room before the break.
Oh, man, they're inhaling big time, and they love the way they feel right now, where they're at in this football game. On the defensive side, listen, you got some information. You saw what they're doing on the other side, so make some adjustments and find a way to get back in and get a way to win this game.
Ryan certainly giving his team some momentum with that scoring drive. He just put together a possession where he threw for more than 60 yards. Robinson's going to test the coverage this time. Tackles made. And a run back of about 19. Desmond Trufant takes the field once again. He's been the leader for them in what's been a terrific defensive effort up to this point, partner.
And you know what he does? He brings energy to the defense. There's no question about that, and I love the way he plays. It just rubs off on all of his teammates.
First down at the 17. Met by Reed that time.
Gore's trying to be patient, but there is nowhere to run that time, and he only gets a short gain.
We've come to the end of the first half in the Olympic city of Atlanta. We'll take a quick break here for halftime before returning for the start of the third. All right, Larry, thank you for that from the studios. And halftime, we're going to transition now. We're about to get the third quarter underway. The Falcons have dominated on the ground today. Freeman's been at the forefront on these plays, showing off his big play ability.
Boy, he can make it look easy, and it happens fast. He gets a little window, look out, he takes off, and before you know it, he's deep down the field.
Falcons break huddle and show a jumbo look. Wide to the left. Running room. He's up over 140 yards rushing so far on the day. The Falcons have turned it up a notch with their running game today, Phil. Freeman's been leading the charge on this front, Phil.
And they've done it many ways. They've done it with power runs, going outside, going inside, draw plays. Everything is working for this running game today, and it's been impressive to watch.
They bring him down at the 41-yard line.
Freeman's a dangerous runner when you give him room to run, but there is no room this time. What a job by the defense. They bottled him up for a short gain.
At the line of scrimmage, the 41.
Matt Ryan under center. 2nd and 8. And now Ryan's going to take off. Catches the ball on the sideline, but does not get both feet down.
Always protect against the deep ball first. That's what the defense did this time. They were alert. Nice job. The result, just a long incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, it's 3rd down. The Colts defense now loading up, expecting pass with a dime defense. Ryan over to Jones.
This team, one of the better tackling teams in the NFL, and they play the situation perfectly. They give up the short completion. They come up and make the tackle. Now we have a 4th down.
The Falcons have it at the 34. Slashes to the left side. A foot race to the end zone. In stride, and he's home for the touchdown.
There is nothing like getting a long running play for a touchdown. When you do, you just feel like you're stealing something. It takes good blocks, but most importantly, it takes a talented running back to get it done, and this team definitely has one.
The Falcons for the extra point. Got a flag down here.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
You can't. Do that. 15 yards for roughing the kicker.
These special teams, they work on it constantly. Make sure you take the proper angle that gives you a chance to block the football but not rough the kicker. Terrible job that time by the defense.
Fleener's got a chance for a return. And the tackle's made right around the 26-yard line. The Colts offense trots out onto the field, looking to get into the end zone and see if they can turn the tide in this one, partner.
Well, the fact that they are losing this game so far, the sense of urgency is there on the offensive side. You know, you have many plays in that playbook. I think they need to try a few different ones here in the second half. The Colts offensive coordinator, he has to be frustrated by that play. I think he calls the right play, but what happens? The run loses yards. That's just a bad job by the offensive line.
Loss of 5 on the play. Gore is in the backfield. Gore trying to power his way right up the middle.
Gore's never able to build up that power that he has as a running back when there's nowhere to go. Hey, there's nowhere to go. That's a short game.
On the way, 3rd down. Luck standing back in the shotgun, ready for the snap. Dante Moncrief makes the grab. 3rd catch today so far.
Well, the corner route. Some people call it the corner route. They call it a flag, run to the flag of the end zone, or a 7 route. Odd numbers break out. That time we see a nice route by the receiver and a good throw by the quarterback.
And the give to Frank Gore.
Falcons defense is so fast and so powerful. That time on the run play, they just overpower the offensive line and they tackle the runner for a loss.
For this play, they'll go with 2 tight ends. Another handoff right back to him. Now they take the football onto the opponent's side of the field.
Always good to have these types of runs. Hey, it's not a first down, but it sends a message. It shows everybody that you can run it when you want to, and also it opens up so many other things for your offense.
Andrew Luck in shotgun formation. He's got the catch. And he's going to be tackled, and that's going to bring us to 4th down.
Good job by the defense. They're well taught, well schooled by the defensive coordinator. They know in situations like this, if it's thrown short of the first down marker, they're good. They come up, make the tackle. Now we have 4th down.
Welcome back to this one-sided affair. The offense still on the field here on 4th down, needing 4 to stay on the field. Gore's lined up as the single back. The final quarter underway now with this snap. And intercepted! This offense had no choice but to take some chances here in the 4th quarter, but it comes back to bite them again with an interception.
Well, but it's not going well, and you start trying to take chances, there is nothing going to go right in that situation. If they get back on the field after this one, Jim, just go out there, run the football, and try to get this game over with.
The Falcons offense taking the field again. They got everything they could out of that last possession, Phil. A solid touchdown drive.
Yeah, what a productive day so far for the offense. They're mixing it up well. They got confidence. The quarterback's throwing it well. This is a very good game so far.
Falcons step up to the line, employing now their jumbo package. And Lowry's there to make the stop.
When you run the football like this and you show toughness, there is no doubt when you fake it and try to throw the football down the field, the quarterback's going to have all day to get it done.
And Lowry's going to make the tackle.
That's an awesome job by the offense picking up this first down here in the second half. They've got a big lead. It's not about scoring anymore. It's just about milking that clock, and that is an art, and this team is good at it.
Coleman's lined up in a single back formation. First down at the 32. Lions taking off.
Good job that time by the quarterback, avoiding the rush, gets outside the pocket. He keeps the play alive. Nobody open, so it's just another incomplete pass.
After the incomplete pass, it brings up second down. The Colts will come out in the dime. Ryan's going to take off with it. Unable to bring it in.
third long situations, a lot of coordinators in this league will run a draw play on third and long. Why? Because they're just looking for field position, pick up a few yards, and then by some miracle, if the running back's able to make guys miss, break some tackles, and pick up a first down, man, that's just gravy.
Ryan's on the move. Looking long to Julio. Touchdown, Falcons. Jones got his third touchdown of the game. This will end up being an embarrassing final score for the team on the wrong end of it.
Oh, yeah. Going to be embarrassed, and their pride is going to be hurt. And you know, on the winning team right now, it's time to think about putting in the backups and just let this clock run out.
The Colts are ready to return the kick. Moncrief's going to run this one out. And he's met head on right there at the 20.
The Colts are set to take the field again on offense after a crazy sequence that didn't go their way. That turnover led to turnover points. And now let's see if the offense can get that back, Phil.
Yeah, listen, I know they're going to be motivated because after they turned the football over last time, the coach...
And he's thrown to the ground.
You're talking about a bonus. When you get a defensive tackle that can get in the backfield and sack the quarterback, that is something special. Great job that time by the big D tackle.
To Hilton. Durant in on the tackle.
The defense, they have a lead here in the fourth quarter, so they're willing to give up short pass completions, but good job by the offense.
2 minutes to go in the second half. Third down now. We return out of the 2-minute warning. Fourth quarter action. Two tight ends on the field here. Looking to go down the field here. Pat McAfee now ready to punt. He wants to return this one. The tackle is made at the 35-yard line. And a run back of about 11. A lot of things have to go wrong in any game for it to be this one-sided. But you look at the matchup at running back, and it's certainly just one more thing that stands out.
Yeah, when you run the football well, we all know you control the tempo of the game. And also you get in all the situations that favor your offense and your defense. That's why they're blowing the other team out.
The Falcons have clearly enjoyed being able to take the air out of the football when needed today. Freeman's dominated on the ground.
There is nothing like dominating a football game physically. They have overwhelmed the defense, and a good job by the offensive coordinator managing this game today.
And now Ryan's going to take off. Hankerson with the grab. That's his first reception today. About a minute and a half remaining in this one, and they have a first down. First down at the 24. Never too late. That's a touchdown. Impressive showing today And it's almost on the brink of running up the score and creating some bad blood. What do you think, Phil?
Who cares, man? Rub it in, baby. Rub it in. When you're on top and you're winning the game, I say go for it. Rub some salt in that wound and let them know how much it hurts.
The Falcons are ready to kick it away. Robinson's going to test the coverage here. Able to move past the 20 and brought down at the 23. The Colts head onto the field here, Phil, looking for anything positive after what has truly been a disappointing performance all around.
I think when you have games like this and you're behind and it's just not gone well for you all day, then you just try to get the game over with, even though you're losing. Because if you keep forcing the issue and trying to make plays, all that can happen is probably bad, and you don't want to get anybody hurt in this situation. All you can do is your job, and that was a good job by the offense, picking up the first down. You're down big in the second half. Hey, don't worry about the score right now. Just find ways to execute plays and get down there and score a touchdown.
Luck's completion percentage, 60% on the day. Failing to complete that one, so second down here. Gore lined up as the single back. He'll throw it over the middle. And Gore is brought down.
Jim, here in the fourth quarter, when you're down, what you want to do is just keep that football moving. That time it's a short throw. He gets a completion. Good job.
Now looking at third down. It's an empty backfield for Luck this time. Out of the gun. McAfee will be called on now to punt the football. And the punt is kicked out of bounds. Matt Ryan on his way out to the huddle again. We started the game talking about the rushing attack, but it's ended up being all about that arm that belongs to the quarterback.
Yeah, he threw the ball very well today, and they used the running back, who is usually the star and the focal point of this offense. They used him as a decoy, and it worked great.
Freeman's got the first as he's brought down. Time continues to tick away as they'll rush back to the line. First down at the 39. Into the open. Nobody was going to catch him there. Touchdown.
To me, still one of the most exciting plays in NFL football. A long running play for a touchdown. And how about that one? It had it all in its speed. Good moves, good blocks. Exciting touchdown.
The Falcons for the extra point. Extra point was good. Freeman's now back on the sidelines where he'll be watching his defense. He put up big numbers on that last drive, including over 70 yards rushing. Robinson's running this one out. And as he's taken down, that's going to seal it as they will not get another playoff in time. The Colts offense comes onto the field for a last play or two before this one's over. There's nothing they can do now to pull this one out, Phil.
Yeah, listen, it's very tough to even get the courage or the energy to finish this game off in a situation like this because it's so disappointing. And I say to them, don't take any chances. Don't get hit again, and just get off the field.
Phil, before we go, how about this win? How much will this one count?
You know, Jim, all wins are nice. This one was done easy. You didn't have to sweat too much over it. You feel good, and you just enjoy the next couple days.
So for Phil Simms and all the crew at EA Sports, Jim Nance saying so long for now.